Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Friday evening, June 30th, 2023. It's the last day of the month. So, you know, make your rent payment, make your house payment, make whatever payment you need. This video, I guess I called it live painting while making fun of NFTs and AI again, because you need a hook, right? I guess. I don't know. I'll explain here in a little bit. This is last night's painting, which is called, what is it called? Imaginaries. It's called Imaginaries. And it's acrylic ink and acrylic paint on spun bonded olefin. And this is in the, it's got the pre-cut mat. It's in the beautiful white matte wood frame by Blick Art Materials. I love their frames. They're so easy to use. Not the cheapest, but not the most expensive, and pretty good for, I love them for store-bought. If you buying them off the shelf, well, there's no Blick around me, but I can order them from online. Anyway, I just love how this turned out, and this was a repaint of a recent painting. So there's a link down below in the gallery, so you can get it framed, or you can get it, if you have a smaller budget, you can get it with just like this, mounted onto the cardstock with the pre-cut mat, and it'll be in a little plastic thingy, and certificate showing that, yeah, it's for me. It's the real thing. It's the real Rushton. And I just love this. This is an abstract landscape. It's almost kind of winter-esque, but it's not, because we've had lots of smog, and thank you, Canadian arsonists. But it rained this morning, and we had actually a little bit of blue sky. But I just love this. It's just kind of an abstract landscape, What's not to love? Anyway, link is in the description. And real quick here, I've been doing this lately. Been putting them in the portfolios. The paintings here, some of these recent paintings here, Late Dusk, Beyond the City Limits. I love Blanket Status. That's a nice one too. And Brilliant Blue the other night there, Brilliant Blue. So anyway, I'm going to put this away here. File it away in the old, where are they now, file. On to the next thing. Before I get to painting, first of all, I thought I had to laugh, because I love using hand wipes as an artist. And so I asked my wife was going to go to Costco recently. I said, well, get the Kirkland baby wipes, and well, she didn't get the Kirkland baby wipes. She did go to Costco, but she got the Rico Suave brand here, which made me laugh endlessly. Rico Suave. So that was humorous with that. And then last night, guess what I found here? You're not going to believe this. I was going through like a box, right? And it was like, oh, look at this. Where did these come from? So I found 2 flame oranges, a yellowish green. This crazy thing, it's reflex orange. When did I buy that? And then some primary cyan, which I love. And then the yellow, which is, it works or it doesn't work. Anyway, that was just sitting in a box. So yay, we've had people show up and people leave already. He's not painting. What are you doing? He's not talking about AI. What are you doing? Don't make fun of AI. Oh. What am I going to paint here? I got to find something to paint here. We're just going to mess with this one here. This one, not quite sure why I thought it was finished. It's from a few years ago, I think. Bellant. Well, it's not going to be called Bellant now. put it on the rack here and get to scraping. NFTs and AI. Listen, I'm going to talk a little bit here while I paint, because I just love talking about this because I think it's hilarious. NFTs are like the biggest scam perpetrated on artists these days. They are. NFTs are the biggest scam perpetrated on artists these days. So if you're an artist and you're out on Instagram or you're out on Facebook, any of the Zuckerberg properties, you will be inundated with requests. I'd love to buy your artwork as an NFT. And most artists out on Instagram and Facebook, not all, but some, a lot of them will, they'll answer. They're like, whoa, what's an NFT? And then they'll Google it, right? Which is don't do that. Don't use Google at all. Just don't, maybe for certain facts and figures, but things like you're going to get the wrong answer by design, right? You're just going to get the wrong answer by design. I'm not going to start off with ink. I'm going to start off with paint on this one here. No. I got the primary cyan. We're just going to... I think I got another primary cyan here. Let's see. What do we got? Is this different? 572, 572. They have different labels, though. Look at that. All right, I'm going to use the one that is already open. Toss a little on here. So yeah, NFTs. It's the scammer's choice, right? That's what the scammers use these days to scam artists. It's true. It's the biggest scam out there. What is this reflex orange? Let's throw a little bit on here and see what it's kind of almost like a fluorescent color. When did I buy this? Let's see what this turns into. That's just going to make it a little more brown. That's all right. Well, interesting, but that I will save that for another time there. Interesting. All right. Stop using that as a... Okay. Let's hit it. Now, last night also cleaned off mostly one of my so I've got two of these fellas now, and let's get to scraping. Let's make something of this. So yeah, NFTs. It's the scammer's choice. Just scamming artists left and right. And then there's all these people out here, people are like, well, what's an NFT? And then inevitably, in the forums, there's always some clown. There's always some clown that's got to say, you know what? I've made money with NFT. Or maybe you have. Maybe you've made money with NFT. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? And they're like, how do you get started? Well, here's an article, And they push some article on how to do NFTs. And, it's a ridiculous process. Like, why don't you just buy a timeshare while you're at it, right? At least you get to enjoy it part of the year. NFT, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Even if you get to the point, it's not real. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. Now, I'm not saying don't buy them. I'm not saying don't sell them. Don't try to sell them. Who's going to buy them, right? But, you know, why would you? Why would you waste your time? Where's all the NFT galleries? Maybe there's some. I don't know. None around me. All the galleries around me are selling the real deal rather than the virtual thing or the non-fungible token thing, which is, you want to do that? I don't know. I just kind of think that it's kind of a limited market out there. Your grandma is not buying an NFT. Could be wrong. I know somebody's grandma who owns a bunch of NFTs. Really? How many homes do they have? Right? How many mansions do they own? How many times have they been indicted for money laundering? I don't know. And then you got Zuckerberg out there. It's like, why don't they get rid of the scammers? They got all these scammers constantly on Instagram, Facebook, across the groups, fake bots, whatever. How come they can't get rid of them? People flag them and report them and, come back as something else next week. Do you think maybe that Zuck had that programmed? Possibly, you think? Maybe? It's not a game or anything, but the conspiracy theorists are up 16-0 lately. And what does Zuck do anyway? He's training to beat up Elon Musk or something. Did I hear that? Did I hear that one? I'm gonna fight him. What? Does this sound like a CEO to you? Is this really? Do we trust a guy walking around with a VR headset on? Do you really trust that guy? I'm just saying. I don't know. And the AI, God, the never-ending assault. And listen, I've used ChatGPT many times. I use various little so-called AI things. They have their place. They're not going to replace everything. Why are we being told this? By the influencers, we need these influencers to explain to us how the world is actually going. You know what we're going to have? You know what we're going to have in the future? We're going to have spandex jackets, one for everyone. That's where computers programmed by fellows with compassion and vision will be clean when their work is done. Will be totally free and totally young. What a beautiful world this will be. What a glorious time to be free. We're going to have flying cars. We're going to have self-driving cars, We were promised jetpacks and self-driving cars. And where's that? We were promised self-driving. Instead, we got, what did we get? $80,000 Ford pickup trucks. Really? What's that CEO? They're losing $3 billion a year. Oh, we'll be profitable in a few years. Oh, really? How's that? How's that possible? You gonna make it up in volume? Electric trucks. You gonna challenge Elon Musk to a fight as well? Everything's fake, guys. Everything is fake. That's why you should be rooted in the real. You know, you should be rooted in the real, like touching things and talking to people. You know, moving that paint around, writing those words, expressing an opinion that hasn't been planted in your head by, you know, somebody who, you know, eating Doritos or whatever. When you do a commercial, you're off the artistic roll call forever. Everything you say is suspect. Always love that. Bill Hicks getting mad at Jay Leno for doing a Doritos commercial. Of course, Jay Leno, you know, how many old pieces of crap cars did he buy with that Doritos commercial? Probably a lot. Probably saved a lot of cars thanks to those Doritos. Bill Hicks, what did he do? He got pancreatic cancer and died. He had some good routines. Jay liked him. Poor Jay. That's what happens. That's why we don't have steam cars anymore, you know, because you got like an open flame and you got other stuff going on, and that's the way we don't have steam cars anymore. Electric cars, well, you know, so those batteries start burning. You can never put them out. Use half the city's water just to put out one battery fire. I used to think, oh, you know, I'll get one of those Tesla batteries for my wall, and you know, just in case the power ever gets. I'm not buying one of those. What are you talking about? I'll buy a natural gas generator, you know. If we have problems, I'll just run up to Fleet Farm and Casey's and get a new tank, right? Propane and propane accessories. No, I use AI. I use some AI, some chat GBT. I've done this sniffers and verifiers and editing and translating and things like that. It works pretty good. Doesn't solve all your problems though. Artists though, you know, like I said in last night's video, I'm worried about artists. You know, I just don't like seeing artists getting scammed. I just don't like it. It's just not good. Too many scammers online. I'm not a scammer. I just sit here and make paintings and ramble about stuff. People come in and out. A few people like this. Who knows? All right, where are we here? Let's put this on here. I think I like this. Hold on. It's a little too defined on that horizon. Scrape that off a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh man, I love reductive method. I just love scraping. If I could just have like a bunch of like colors on there and then just scrape them down, and I feel like I'm sculpting, right? I'm not a sculptor. I'm absolutely not a sculptor, but I kind of feel like I am. So there we go. I think I'm happy with this. Let's take a look. Take a look at your haircut here. What do you think? Whoops. Hold on here. This unfortunately is a little bit wonky up there. So that like right. That good? That's good. Here. What is going on with the video? Connection is unstable. We're on the T-Mobile. That's not good. What's going on out here? That's not good. We're getting better? What's this saying here? No, we're back to normal. And everybody's gone. I like that. That's this is getting pretty far out there for me. It's pretty dense, tense, thick. Thick, blick, So I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. Is this sideways here? What do we got? Get that on there and pull that down just a little bit there. Let's get a little bit larger. If you're looking at this on a projection TV, thank you. Drinking my Kelowna Supernaturals 100% organic vanilla kefir. Man, that is good. Love it. Grass-fed Mennonite and Amish cows from Iowa. None of that weird stuff. No drugs. No fillers. It's got probiotics because gut health equals brain health. I know I'm rambling. What else have I got to do? Anyway, Mark Rushton, markrushtongallery.com. Check it out. Join the mailing list. Mailing list is in the description. I might be back tomorrow night. We'll see. Talk to you later.